Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Glenn Myers on 1071 WTJN. For David Denoyer on TCTV. It's time now for the Mayor's Report, and with us we have Mayor Michael Beamish. Good morning.
Good morning, Clint. Good morning, David. Good morning, all those listening to this great show. And gosh, we continue to have things being planned and moving forward.
I'll tell you what, and nonstop, there is something is going on in Troy, no matter what day of the week it is, or especially on the weekends. We've got a lot of things.
Well,
this weekend is no exception. Holiday weekend for Labor Day.
We have Labor Day, and it's a national holiday, and it gives us an opportunity to thank the workforce. The United States has one of the greatest workforces in the world. And we have lots of opportunities right here in Troy, Ohio for people to keep coming into our community and taking some of the jobs that we have available right here in Troy, Ohio. Labor Day is a very special day. We really ought to sit back and enjoy the weekend with family, but also realize that a lot of people make our country great by the day in, day out work that they give back to their communities, their state, their country,
Absolutely.
and the world.
Absolutely. And as we continue to see that increase here in Troy.
We do. Now, we gain businesses, we expand businesses, and that brings opportunities to the workforce of this Miami County and Troy in particular. But we also, at times, we do have some adjustments that need to be made. Some of the divisions may move their divisions to different places.
I just saw that Hobart has
Hobart
a
welding products.
section that's going to be moving to Minnesota.
It's Appleton, and Appleton, I think it's Wisconsin.
Or Wisconsin,
Yeah.
yes.
And it's a business decision, and businesses, they're there, and Miller Electric is in Appleton, and it matches their business better. But I will tell you, ITW Hobart is a corporate citizen here in Troy, Ohio, and they're here, and they have major investments into our community. And in talking with their management, they have no intentions. They really appreciate the workforce we have in Troy, Ohio. They appreciate the Troy community and what it has to offer. It was just strictly a business sense to try to realign their product line. So,
Gotcha.
yes, we sometimes will lose a division or two or a business, but certainly we've been very blessed to have
On the other side of that coin, more coming in.
more coming in, more opportunities for jobs, expansions going on to all of our big businesses. So, we hate to see anybody that might have to lose their job, but I will tell you that ITW Hobart is very concerned about their employees as well, and they have assured me that they will do everything they can to make it a good transition. And they're going to transition out not in all at once. They're going to be systematic in that approach. So that's a good thing. So I always look at the bright side of things. Even though you lose some business, you certainly it opens other doors.
All right. Being the Labor Day weekend, I know we do have the Troy Civic Band.
I am so proud to say that we have a local group of professionals, the Troy Civic Band. They have a new home at the amphitheater at Treasure Island Park. And it's an opportunity for people to come out, see local professionals that give of their time and their talent. And that'll be on Monday, Labor Day, at 7 o'clock at the amphitheater. And I hope everybody will turn out to support their local band.
Love going down to Treasure Island in the amphitheater. It's so nice down there.
It really has been a nice addition to the amenities that we offer here in Troy, Ohio.
All right. We've got a lot of things coming up in the future, especially when you look at September 10th. That's a Taste of the Yards. We've got the Alzheimer's Walk and the Scleroderma Walk. Also,
Farmers
Market going on. Everything.
And the Second Story Secrets.
Oh, and Second Story Secrets.
This is all in one day.
The Band Invitational.
Absolutely.
So
it'll be a hub of activity
on
September 10th, and that's coming up. And that leads me into, certainly we've had a great summer season of concerts and events and activities, and we're continuing into the fall season, and that just leads into the winter season, and we'll have things to do in that season as well. But on September 17th, I'd like to talk about, we mentioned Alzheimer's Walk.
Yes.
And that's on September 10th. Great cause. And they're working so hard in research to make developments happen, medical developments. Well, we have another opportunity on September 17th, another great cause. And I have with me a special guest that I'd like to share that.
Absolutely.
The topic is Be the Match. And I'll let Tom Kendall share what that's all about. But I want to first of all tell you, many people know Tom Kendall in this community. He's involved in lots of activities. He's been a successful businessman. He is also on our Troy City Council, has been on our Troy City Council, and currently is the President Pro Tem of City Council. And you'd think that'd be enough, but no. Tom has another cause he is really behind, and I thought it would be good to share with the community upcoming what September 17th offers to the Troy citizens.
All right, Tom, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, Clint. Great to be here.
Tell us, what is Be the Match?
Be the Match is a international foundation that takes patients with blood-borne cancers, that's leukemia, lymphoma, sickle cell, plus there's 70 other diseases that are considered blood-borne cancers, and matches them up with donors of either bone marrow, blood, or youth umbilical cords.
Okay. This is going to be down at Treasure Island on the 17th.
Yes.
And what are people going to find when they go down? What will they need to do?
Well, basically what you need to do is come down, be prepared to have an enjoyable morning. The event starts at 9 o'clock on September 17th, and usually goes to about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Down there, the biggest thing, we will be having a 1K and a 5K run, or a walk, if you so choose. And there'll also be a tot trot, and that will be at Treasure Island, so you can see the under 5-year-olds do their part to raise funds for this worthy cause.
All right. Now there's going to be, it says, some vendors, and you'll have food, and
we will have, typically there is a village that we set up.
Okay.
There will be, Dan and Yogurt will be there, we know. We are working with some other local vendors and businesses to be set up. One of the biggest things, though, is that you will have the opportunity to be swabbed, and it's basically a cotton swab in the mouth.
That was going to be my question.
Okay.
Was it a blood draw, or?
No, very, very non-invasive.
Okay, so no one's afraid to,
No. So basically, it's a swab, and you can then be put onto the registry as a potential donor. And I'm really thankful to say that we did this a couple of years ago when we first had the first River Rock concert down at Treasure Island, and we had a number of people get swabbed. 2 of those people who got swabbed that day have been donors and have been able to save people's lives.
That's excellent.
Yes.
All right. Anything else on the event that you'd like to share?
Well, a lot of people have asked why we've done this and why Troy, Ohio. Well, in the past 8 years, Columbus has had this event. Be the Match Foundation does the bulk of their fundraising through this 1K, 5K. They do it 1 per state.
Okay.
And Columbus, for some reason, could not, believe it or not, get the people to run the event anymore.
Wow.
So
it's here in Troy, Ohio.
So it is here now.
This is more than just our community that this goes out to.
This is we've got participants coming down from Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky.
Wow.
Ohio. Their event in Columbus started out with 50 people the first year. and they grew to, in less than 4 years, they grew to over 700 runners.
Wow.
So we're going to be small this year. I made a big blunder because I thought we could compete with the Air Force Marathon, and I found out we can't do that. So I forgot to check that date. But anyway, we've got right now close to 50 runners, and we're getting commitments for more every day. So it's been a great thing, and of course the businesses here in Troy have really stepped up and been very generous in their donations to our cause.
Now, how would people get registered for the event?
The easiest way is to go online.
Okay.
And that's www.bethematchfoundation.org/thebuckeye.
All right.
And that'll take you right to where you need. Now, if people do not want to do that, they can register that morning.
You'll be doing
registration. We'll be happy to do
is...
registrations that morning. I will prepare people. It is somewhat of an emotional event. You have donors there, you have current patients there, and you have survivors there, and they are honored that day.
All right. I would say it would be an inspiration as well.
Very much so. Now, just one other thing. The reason that we have been involved and did not want to see this die in the state of Ohio was our daughter, 5 years and 29 days ago, was diagnosed with AML leukemia. Happy to say today she has been in total remission. So her and her family of 3 children and a husband that's a saint are living quite well in Miami County area.
Wonderful. That is so great to hear, and that's why the event takes place, and it is why people need to go out and be tested. That way they know if they can be a match and possibly save someone's life.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mayor?
Clint, I would also say if you're not a walker or runner, which wellness is really a big thing, you can still make a cash donation, right, Tom?
Okay.
I mean, there is, it's such a good cause, and it the research is going on in so many different ways. So if you feel in your heart that you would also like to be a match, you can be a match with gift, right?
Yeah, very much so. The other opportunity that day is if you want to volunteer. We can always use volunteers. And I'll give you my phone number for that.
All right.
It's 937-339-7110, and that's Tom Kendall. And you can call, leave a message. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can.
So there's so many ways you can be a part of this great cause, great event. And I'm happy to say Troy, Ohio, through Tom's effort, has taken it and kept it in Ohio from Columbus. And normally it's all big cities, is right, Tom?
That's correct. If you go online, you'll see Troy, Ohio up there with New York City, Philadelphia, Chicago.
We say it, we're the biggest little city there is.
We say we're a small Midwestern city with big town taste. This is a good example, but for a great cause.
Absolutely.
And so you could walk, you could run, you can volunteer, you can donate, both to be a donor or give cash donations for the advancement of research. So there's so many ways, and I hope our Troy citizens will look into their heart, see the causes like Alzheimer's that we're talking about, and like Be the Match when we're talking about all the blood cancers that are out there, and there's so many that Tom highlighted just a few. So
one thing, if we just have
certainly
a minute, when we first approached Be the Match, the first questions they asked, where's Troy, Ohio, and how big are you? And we told them that we were about 25,000 people, and they sort of said, well, we really don't deal with communities that small. Well, I'll tell you, Clint, and the mayor, the fact that I could go to them and say, we had Gentlemen on the Road here, we were one of the quarterfinalists in U.S.'s best communities. We've got all these large businesses that come to Troy. We've got a very active community, and once they did their research, they came back and said, you got it.
It's a community with a big heart, too.
It is.
Thank you.
It is.
It's good.
So that'll be coming up on Saturday, September 17th. Put it on your calendar. And now this will be a yearly event?
We have been given the go-ahead from Be the Match. It's basically ours for as long as we want it.
All right. And then we'll grow it.
Yes, we will grow it.
All right, Mayor. Council?
Council, that's right. We move it back a day. Labor Day is a Monday, and we know that normally we have a first and third Mondays for City Council. Being Monday, first Monday, we'll move it back to a day later, Tuesday. But Troy City Council will meet at 7 o'clock in City Hall on the second floor, and it'll be September the 6th.
All right. So just push back one day.
Push it back one day.
To a Tuesday.
And let's say Monday, put your trash out.
Oh, yes.
Remember, we usually talk about that.
Even though it's the holiday, keep the trash on schedule. Yep.
And recycling.
So you don't get stuck with that for an extra weekend.
That's right.
With some of the winds and the storm that we had blow through last week, I had been mentioning on the air during the week that you still have the Dye Mill Road facility open, so if you got tree limbs down or anything, make sure you trim those up, bundle them, and you can set them out by the street. You pick up your tea bags, either from the city or True Value Hardware has those, or load them in the back of your truck and take them on out to the Dye Mill Road facility. Get rid of those. Yeah, there are options. Mayor, is there anything else that you'd like to?
No, I think we've covered it a lot, and we certainly covered the causes that we're trying to highlight right now. And I want to thank Tom for coming onto the show and sharing what is a passion for him. And for, I hope, the whole community.
All right. Tom, thank you for being on the program this morning and shared with us. We'll look forward to the 17th. Be the Match, Treasure Island. Mayor, we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you.
This has been the Mayor's Report. I'm Glenn Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.